Uh, how many team member you have worked in a project? Means how
Yeah,
many are
we are over 15 members and we work in different teams. And there are three folks that answer. And yeah,
okay? Two folks are when on-site means whether they are coordinating for
they are
big.
consultants basically. So not only coordination and they'll have they'll basically handle conduct meetings and if there are any critical issues and we take help from them. And they are very senior persons, like they are very senior for everyone.
Okay. So currently for what is the project you are supporting for that database server?
The insurance company in USA. And we are providing database support for various applications for this currency financial. And there are different application teams, and we have a a common DBA team. We support all applications.
Okay.
Backend.
Uh, currently you are supporting for which version of SQL Server we are supporting?
2008 R2 and 12.
Okay. Have you involved in any migration activity?
Yeah, involved in 2008 R2 to 12, and prior to the time, I also involved in migration from 2005 to 2008.
Okay. What are the pre-checklists you have prepared for this when you will be migrating from 2008 to 2012?
Yeah. So basically, it's the three we follow three migration checklist, migration, post migration checklist. In pre-migration checklist, the first thing is we will check the business assessment, how much space is required in the target server to accommodate databases. So for that, we identify the current size of databases. So the exam that we go and check whether the appropriate space is available in the target server. If it is not there, and we work with so the thing to get required space added. Then we also identify all the dependent jobs, like whatever the databases that we are moving and what are the jobs associated with those databases, and also any linked servers that we need to transfer to the target servers and any of the package that we need to move. So apart from that, we identify the list of applications or the connection to this particular databases, and then and also we do pull all the database properties with the validation process. And then in the migration, when the cutover day comes, so we coordinate with application teams to start their application from the middle there. So once they confirm that their applications are stopped, and then we start our migration activity with the backup. And once the backup is done, we copy the backup to target server, then a new server, and here we restore that. Once the restore is done, then we do for some post migration activities like switching our from users and transferring the logins and also transferring the jobs, uh, dependency jobs and link servers. And also we validate uh, database settings, like whatever the properties that we pull in pre-migration. So we validate those things and then we work with application teams for connectivity testing. And if everything is fine from their side, and then we do run some we do run some maintenance checklist like rebuilding the indexes, compiling the source procedures, and also reorganizing the indexes and updating the statistics and running integrity checks and to see if there are any. And also we do continuously monitor our error log to see if there are any new errors are popping up into the error log. If there are any such cases, we do investigate and fix them. If there are no such things and if everything is good from application team, then we roll out the database migration.
Okay. So how we'll be creating the logins, whatever we have there in the existing database, no?
We do use a login to save procedure. Actually, we run that in the source server, so it will give output script to create a login, and we take that script and we execute in the target server, and there it will create all the process.
Okay. How big that database it was?
So like we have done the various sizes like there are so many databases, like multiple databases involved in the migration. There are the maximum size that we have is up to 1.5 terabyte.
Okay. So how long it was taking to take the backup of that 1.5
So for this
terabyte?
we have to go with this little strategy here. So for that, instead of taking backup on the cutover day, so because it's a very critical database and customer is not agreed to give main window over 6 hours, so the system intended not give the 6 hours. So for that, what we have done in the before cutover, before that week, what we have done, we have configured a log splitting basically from current production to the new server, and we have in that week we have taken that we have configured log splitting, and then all the data is already moved to the target server by the cutover day. The cutover day, what we have done, we have just roll over the connections to new server, and we have done some tiny checks like if there are any conventions to be done, and we have executed some maintenance activities, and that's how within very less time we were able to complete that migration.
Okay. What is the general configuration of the database servers you have? You are saying that analyzing the growth, CPU, and memory utilization, no?
Yeah. So we have
For 1.5 terabyte data, so what is your configuration suggestions you will be providing?
we have like for the database we have 128 GB RAM, and we have 8 core processors, uh, and also yeah, the storage again it's the external scan storage we have, and also we are like depending on the process where we customize our options. Like when for the database we have this max browser things, and also the memory configurations we have done, and so for that we have 128 gigs of RAM.
Okay. What about that hard disk storage you are preferring for that?
Storage we have external storage, like the SAM storage we are using. So it's a LUN map to that particular place. Basically, storage is sitting somewhere external to that nation, but we are mapping those LUNs to mount points. So we are using mount points as a storage.
Okay. So have you involved in any performance tuning activity?
Yeah. So we get requests from application teams saying that their applications are responding slow and they say like something wrong with database. Then so when we get such issues, the first thing that we check for few things at our level, like are there any blockings, are there logs occurring, and we do check when the statistics are updated, and also we do see what is the fragmentation level, so there are any indexes involved. And so based on the fragmentation, like if it is beyond 30%, we go for running index, we will need to maintain if it is 15, 10 to 30%, we go for running index. And apart from that, and also we do see index usage at the any missing indexes, and we do evaluate execution plan. And based on that, if there are any new indexes required, we will try to implement appropriate indexes with the help of code. Like we get that code procedure to develop an environment, and we run the profiler with appropriate event titles, and then whatever the trace output that comes out of profiler, we give that as an input to the DCU. And so we do evaluate whatever the sections that comes out of DCU. And based on that, if there are any index recommendations, if there are any other recommendations, we do perform continual assessment, and we do implement them in the environment. And if we do see a better improvement or better performance, then we do patch system to the production. Apart from that, it is nothing to do with the indexes, and if there is something related to the code, then we work with the developers, and we do evaluate the code, and if there are any like if the developer is trying to write a very complex design, like writing a join and 20 different tables to the single design. So instead of that, we do recommend them to break that into a small pieces, like write a join and put the table and put those results into temporary table and write one command line and to get a consolidated value. And also, if there are any factors are being used, we will go to recommend them to eliminate factors and go with using temporary table like putting some of process while and also yeah, we do have some checklists and we do follow and we do give such recommendations to development team and also we do whatever code changes that developers are starting the production. We have a process to get it reviewed with several administrators and we are the part of the team so we do evaluate and so basically developers their aim is to get like other guys to do training and students for and that's where we put in and we try to give our recommendations to make like courses where all the schools are set up.
Okay, yeah, fine. And how you are going to resolve like deadlock issues?
Yeah, the last is SQL Server like deadlocks whenever deadlock like SQL Server automatically uh, resolve this deadlock like it will uh, still as a low priority transaction and it will take high priority transaction forward. So if you want to capture by default SQL the deadlock is acquired and there will not be there is no clue like concept deadlock has been acquired. So if you want to catch those deadlocks, you need to enable certain stage flags like 1 2 and 1 2 0. So when you enable this stage flags and the appropriate deadlock messages will be written to a deadlock, and based on that we can get into the RCA part like why this deadlock has occurred and what processes triggered as a deadlock system and what is the code behind that process. And that's how we can uh, work with deadlocks and also we can use profiler trace also to catch the deadlocks and when you go and add log um, template there will be deadlock and deadlock graph and deadlock event. So when you select those appropriate events, the appropriate deadlock message will be written to the SQL profiler trace.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between always on and mirroring?
So always on is enhancement to mirroring. Basically in mirroring we can have like one-to-one configuration, like one principal and one mirror will be in read and mirror will be in restoring mode. So we cannot use it for any other purpose. So in algorithm we can have multiple replicas, so multiple secondary replicas. So we can have some in read only mode and some as a standard. So that it supports multiple secondary replicas.
Okay, fine.